From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
Let's go, let's right. Man, up. Hey, 18. Man, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Look.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd, being chased out left. Caught out left side by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Look good for a moment there, but they'll wind up.
You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Hey, spread left.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go, trip left.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
380.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least 1 home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss? Gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
As Jacksonville readies for their next offensive snap, looking back to what they did this year, Charles, it just was a struggle. It has been a struggle all year, way below 500. And this coming off the season where they were so close to going to the Super Bowl, and everybody thought this year was going to be very similar, if not better.
Yeah, they really one controversial call away, weren't they, from last year going to the Super Bowl. So we all thought that when their win over New England early in the season, they truly had turned that corner and were going to be one of the teams to beat. But they didn't get good play from their quarterback, Blake Bortles. The defense was really up and down all year. It would give you a game where they looked like world beaters, and the next time wouldn't play well at all. Too many inconsistencies, and it's really hard to put a finger on where it all went wrong because this is a team that's too talented to have the record that they've had in 2018.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Spread right, 72.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Leemo. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Leemo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. Boy, C.D. Mack, and just from day one, he's looked so... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve, 4th down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company.
Hank.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Trick left.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Back. 73, 73. 372. It's all right, it's all right. Move. Motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Bortles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucy. 372.
Bortles to throw once more. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's go.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Spread left.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Mike 39, Lucy.
They come out here in the eye.
Spread left.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bortles going to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Bortles now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Spread right, 72.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Sunday.
Now Bortles again. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Green 80. Green 80.
They give it to him running left. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Trips left.
They come out here in the eye. Now Bortles brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And Leemo will put this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for... And got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And this is Gabriel on the catch. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey. It's all right, it's all right. Move.
Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Bortles will try again on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
11B.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
11B.
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On second down, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. Throw left, throw left. 372. 372. Move.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
Back to throw, Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
To throw is Bortles. Going down the middle, and it's complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And Lambo will put this one through. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.